hope you're having a great day today. So today I did the Ice Queen Elsa for my Disney Princess tutorial series, and I had a lot of fun filming this look. She is definitely the most dramatic Disney princess out there with her purple eyes and this like pink lip color, so I had a lot of fun filming this. I am loving being a little bit of a different type of blonde today. Usually I have like a blonde updo if I'm wearing Cinderella, so today I get to wear long blonde hair and have it a little bit styled and covering as much of my red hair as possible, but I am now rambling. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. So I already have my primer and I put concealer under my eyes and onto my eyelids, so I primed everything, so I'm ready to start with my eyeshadows because I feel like there's going to be a lot of fallout, so I'd rather start with the eyes, let them settle, and then clean up any fallout before putting on my foundation. So Elsa has some pretty fun eyes. She definitely has the most fun eyeshadow out of all of the princesses because it's purple, so it's different. So I'm going to start off, she has a very bright dense color though right in her inner corner, so I'm going to start off with this color right here and sort of mix these two colors together. This is my Sedona Lace 168 eyeshadow palette, and I'm just going to start by packing this onto the lid. I'm trying to keep it as on my lid as possible because when we blend this out, I want to make sure that I'm using a transition color to blend that. So now, taking my blending brush, I'm going to pick up a light brown color. I'm going to choose this matte brown shade to transition that purple into my crease and blend it out really nicely. And her eyes are very big. They have a very clear angle to them, so I really want to make sure that I'm winging my eyeshadow out this way to really give the effect that Elsa's eyes do. So now I'm going to go in with a more magenta-y purple sort of color. So I'm going to pick up this shade right here. So it's kind of a pink with some purple tones in it, and it's a little bit darker, and I'm just going to use this in my crease, and this is going to give that magenta color that she has in her eyes. Okay, so once I have enough of that color in there that I'm happy, I'm just going to go back with that transition color and just blend a little bit more with it. And this, I'm really just going to stick to windshield wiper motions for this blending part because with that pink, I really did blend it up as much as I wanted to. And then just to brighten up my lid a little bit more because the color is getting a little muddled, I'm just going to go back in and lighten it up with those first two colors. And this is just going to be very, very lightly that we do this. And then I'm just going to blend out that crease a little bit. And then I just want to darken up the outer corner a little bit to give it a little bit more dimension. So I'm going to go in with this dark plum color right here in my Carly Bible palette, and I'm going to take that on this pencil end of my crown brush. This is like a duo, so it's a pointed eyeshadow brush, and just very lightly I'm going to take this color into the outer V of my eyes, and this is just going to help give a little bit more dimension to this look. And that just really darkened that outer corner a little bit and gave a little bit more dimension to the eye like I wanted. And then I'm just going in and cleaning up with my beauty blender. I had a little bit of concealer on it, but it's a little damp, so this is helping me shape the eyeshadows. Since this brush is sort of pushing the shadows in places I don't want to go, I'm able to clean up the eyes how I want. And now I'm just going to take a big fluffy brush and sort of brush away the fallout that is on my face. And now I'm going to let these eyeshadows settle, so I'm going to move on to my face and then be able to finish up the eyes because there's still a little bit more work that we have to do there. So I'm just going to speed through this really fast so you can just put on any foundation. Today I'm using the Rimmel London Match Perfection. This is in the color Ivory. Elsa is pretty pale, and it's going to help even out my skin tone and give it that perfect princess look. And then just go ahead and conceal like you normally would. I'm taking the NYX HD concealer in 01, and I am really trying to focus this concealer into the center of my nose because this is sort of like a highlighting concealer for me. It's a little bit lighter than my skin tone, and I am going to be changing my nose shape just a little bit to make it more slim and shaped out like Elsa's. So that is why I really didn't just blend it into my nose. I really tried to keep it in as straight of a line as possible, so when I go into contour and highlight a little later, it goes along with that. Now with my concealer, I'm able to sort of clean up my under eyes as I want to, and it really brightens up that under eye. And I'm trying to make as tight of a line as possible because even though it is smoked out for Elsa, I am going to be doing a small wing, and this is going to help me wing it out with the eyeshadow. And then I can blend the eyeshadow around the wing once it's on. So once that's all done, I'm just going to set everything with my banana powder in my Anastasia contour kit. And then I'm just going to go in with my Stay Matte powder and a pretty fluffy brush and just dust this all over my face. And this is going to set my foundation as well. Now for contouring. So Elsa has a very specific face shape, and I'm going to have to do a little bit of finagling to get my face to look like hers. So I'm going into my Anastasia contour kit, and I'm taking the middle shade and mixing it with a dark shade. Let me see if I can show you. Part of my thing is broken, so I'm taking what's left of this shade right here, you can see that, and this shade right here, and I mix those together on my Real Techniques contouring brush. And her face is very slim down here, so I'm going to really slim down my cheekbones, and I'm not going to go with the curve of my cheekbone. I'm really going to go at a diagonal, and I'm going to stop about here. So I'm really contouring out this area of my face, and then same thing with here. And I'm not even at the end, I'm not going to curve it up like I would with a cheekbone. I'm just going to do it straight down. And then I'm going to go in with a little bit on my nose, and I'm just really going to slim down and shadow so that my nose looks a little bit thinner, because Elsa has a very thin face. Everything is a little bit wider out here but is smaller in the center, so I'm going to give the illusion that I have a much smaller nose than I do. I'm going to give a cute little V right here to give the illusion that my nose is a little bit more peaked up, because her nose slopes down and then has a little peak up at the end. And I'm taking it all the way up to my eyebrows, the shadowing, so that it looks natural for me. There is nothing natural about this because I'm changing the shape of my face, but to make it look natural, I'm going to be blending it into other parts of my face to make it look like it belongs. And then very lightly, I'm just going to contour right here on my hairline. Her temples are very wide and are highlighted, at least in the photo I'm looking at, so I'm going to try and leave those as blank as possible, but I am going to contour the tip of my hairline, and I'm going to contour out my jawline. However, I usually like to contour in here to really define out the jawline. I'm going to go straight across because she has a very symmetrical jawline that just goes all the way around, so I don't want to bring attention to that, so I'm just going all the way around my jawline, making everything look the same. And now with a blending brush, I'm going to blend all of this out. So once that is all blended out, I'm going in with my blush. I'm going into my Morphe, this is my 9B blush palette, and I'm going to be taking this really pretty pink blush because she has pink cheeks and she has a nice blush because she's out in the cold. And although the cold doesn't bother her, human bodies flush up when there's cold outside. Really keeping it on the center of my cheeks because her face comes in, like you really focus on the center of her face. So I do want to bring attention to the cheeks and then bring it back just a little bit. And then she has a little bit of redness on her nose, so you can just take a little bit of the blush and put it right on there because the blush is just a little too pink. It doesn't look natural. I'm going in with a more brown blush and just a very small amount. This is my Clinique Glow powder. For highlight, I think that for highlight you can kind of do whatever you want in terms of it because she is the ice queen, so you could do like an icy silvery highlight. You could keep it matte and make it look more natural. I'm gonna go with a little bit of an icy silvery highlight. So I'm going to be mixing two things. I'm going to be taking I'll Have a Cosmo by Wet n Wild. It is this beautiful pinky shimmer highlight, and I'm going to be mixing it in with, oh my goodness, I'm dropping everything today. I don't have a name for it, but I'm going to be mixing it in with the lightest highlight in the Carly Bybel BH Cosmetics palette because it is the most beautiful pinky, like silvery highlight. I love it so much. So on a very big fan brush, I'm going to take a little bit of this, just a very little amount because this stuff is pigmented, and then just to give it a little bit more pinky color and shimmer, I'm going to run my brush through there one time. You don't need a lot. And I'm just going to highlight my cheeks. Make them really icy. And I'm just going to highlight the tip of my nose, a little bit on my brows. So her brows have a very distinct shape. I'm going to put just a little bit in my temples. I wouldn't recommend doing a shimmer in the temples, but her highlights are, her temples are fairly highlighted, so just a little bit. I would put a matte one there more than a shimmer. And then just taking a little bit of I'll Have a Cosmo, I'm putting that right in my cupid's bow. Okay, so now that the face is done, we can go ahead and finish up the eyes. I'm going to start with the brows so that those are done. So going back into the brown tray of my Sedona Lace palette, Elsa has brown eyebrows, which I really like being a person that has dark eyebrows. So I'm just going to lighten mine a little bit with that brown shade we used as a transition color. So I'm just going to take it on a angled brush, if I can find it. Oh, there it is. And I'm just going to fill in my brows with this color. I'm not really going to change my brow shape. She has fairly accented arches and a fairly accented tail, so if you want to make sure that that's done, then your brows will kind of do what they're supposed to do. I'm just going through with a spoolie and really making sure that the product is spread out throughout my brows as best as possible, and then I'll just go in and fill in any sparse areas. So going on to eyeliner, she does have a little bit of a wing, so I'm going to be taking this gel pen. I need to go pick up a new one because I hate this one, so we'll see how this goes. We'll see how well I can get it on camera. And Elsa's lash line is fairly defined, so you can make her eyeliner just a little bit thicker than you would the everyday Disney princess. So just a little baby wing and then the eyeliner. Okay, eyeliner's on. So now I'm going to take my blending brush once more, and if I can find it, there it is. And I'm just going to blend it out with that wing because she does have fairly smoked out eyeshadow that like blends in with her eyeliner. And then for the finishing touch, in the picture it looks like she has a little bit of a shimmery something happening right in the center of her lid. So I'm going to be taking this Clinique Lid Smoothie, and I'm also going to be using this on my lips. And very, very sparsely going to put this right in the center. And then I just packed a little bit, very minimal amount of that color on top, just so it looks a little bit lighter right in the center. It gives a really nice shimmery effect to the lids. So almost done. Now going in with an angled brush and a gray or black eyeliner. We're going to line the lower lash line, which we really do, and we're going to line almost the entire thing. I want to start in the inner corner and really strengthen that up because she does have very specific eyes. And I'm going to stop when I get to about midway through the color part of my eye, and then I'm going to go in on the other side. So we're not lining the whole lower lash line, we're just lining the outer portions. And you could do this with a gel liner. It would probably work a little bit better with that because you could really get that definition in there rather than a shadow that's going to smoke out a little bit. But whatever you can do. And then, of course, going in with a white eyeliner pencil. Mine is right here. Taking a white eyeliner pencil, we're going to line the lower waterline, and that will really give the huge eye look that Elsa's got going on. And now mascara and lashes, and then to finish off the look. So my camera started heating up, so I decided to put the wig on and finish off my eyes. So if I'm in focus. On my lashes, I used the Essence Lash Princess volumizing mascara, and then I have the Ardell Demi Wispies on, I think. Oh no, it's the Demi Black 120, but I think I would go for the Glamour ones more than the natural ones because she does have really thick eyelashes. So you can kind of play around and use like a dense lash. So now to finish off the look, I'm going to finish up with the lips, and she has a pretty pink lip color on, and I'm going to be mixing a couple different things. So I'm starting off with the NYX lip liner. This is in the color Nude Pink Rose Diaphane. And I'm not going to accent my Cupid's bow as much as I normally would. Now if you wanted, you could stick with this, but this color is a little too dark, so I'm going to lighten it up with a bright pink. This is the NYX Butter Lipstick in the shade Little Susie, and it is a bright, bright pink. And this should help lighten it up to a nice Elsa shade. Okay, and then just to give it that little bit of a cartoon kick, I'm going in with my lid smoothie again, and I'm just going to pop this right in the center of the lip, and this is going to give the cartoon lip effect. And this is the finished Elsa look. You could go ahead and finish off with some setting spray or setting powder, like a translucent setting powder, and that will help finish off the look. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please feel free to give it a thumbs up and go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. I'm gonna link my Disney Princess playlist so you can go check out the rest of the princesses that I have up so far, and I have a bunch more coming at you throughout the next couple months because there are so many princesses. I had no idea how long this was going to take me, and now I do, and it is a lot of fun. I am loving filming this. I'm such a big Disney fan, and I love doing looks like the princesses, so this is a lot of fun for me. And I get to play around with different wigs and different makeup styles, so that's always fun. And that is it. Also down below is going to be my social media, and if you have any questions about anything that I did in the look or the wig itself, go ahead and leave that right down in the comments down below, or you can tweet me or Instagram me. I hope you have a great day, guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye! Alright, time to come off. Yeehaw. Oh, all the clips. Oh, the clips. Ugh. Ugh. Ugh.